What's up, you guys? Sigabellas here, and today we are reacting to a video called The Most Inappropriate Messages in Kids Shows. I am really curious about this one because everyone knows that SpongeBob throws in little dirty jokes into their cartoons, and kids may not think of it at first, but once they get a little bit older and they rewatch that show, and they have that dirty mind going, yeah, they would pick that one up. But I don't know, other cartoons has dark sense of humor as well. There's this stupid ass cartoon called Steven Universe, where there's one character jumps into another character's vagina. I don't know, but it's weird. But anyways, let's check out this video. So let's get to it.
The most inappropriate messages in kids' shows. Rude removal, Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter Laboratory.
For a kids' show aimed towards 5 to 8-year-olds, Dexter's Lab pushed its boundaries. It aired an episode about Dexter and his annoying sister Dee Dee mistakenly dividing themselves into rude and behaved versions of themselves.
How bad
we see
could it be?
Dexter mooning the viewers and Dee Dee giving the finger.
Oh, that
Blame
bad.
it on Lisa. The Simpsons. The Brazil Tourist Bureau threatened the makers of the 13th episode of the 15th season of The Simpsons after they displayed Brazil as nothing more than a rat-infested, crime-ridden slum. The creators of the show were actually quite surprised that out of all the countries they parodied, Brazil did not share in their dark sense of humor.
You know, that doesn't surprise me one bit.
One beer. Tiny Toons. For a lighthearted cartoon, the Looney Tunes spin-off made a brash move when they decided to animate the young Toons stealing a beer from their parents.
Oh my god, remember this episode.
Immediately, they become drunk, grow stubble, hit on their toddler-aged female friends, and camp out in dark alleyways.
And then there's more. I'll explain it later.
Beauty and the Beach, Pokemon. Misty decides to enter a bikini contest. Team Rocket enters the contest as well to prevent Misty from winning. Even James entered the contest wearing an inflatable bodysuit that gives the appearance of fully mature breasts.
No!
He taunts the prepubescent Misty by saying, "Maybe when you're older, you'll have a chest like this." Can you say child sexualization? Don't whiz on the electric fence. Ren and Stimpy. The show in itself typically goes very far, but in this episode, Stimpy finds a new best friend who ends up destroying Ren's most treasured personal belongings. Ren becomes so outraged that he threatens them both by saying he'll gouge their eyeballs out and rip their lips out of their faces.
Damn!
I'm gonna tear your eyes out of the socket.
Carrot Blanca, Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny manages to trick Yosemite Sam into locking himself in a prison cell. Yosemite faces a rather bulbous cellmate with bulging midriff and pretty pink bunny slippers, gesturing that there's only one bed in their shared cell. The subtlety is out the window once we gaze upon the cellmate's "nobody can hear you" grin.
No!
Bugs just sentenced poor old Yosemite to an eternity of prison rape.
That's terrible!
Helga's love poem to Arnold in Hey Arnold. We all remember the secret affection Helga had for Arnold, even though she was also the worst possible bully ever towards him. But only in the heart-wrenching confession of a love poem that she writes for him in her diary do we truly understand just what Arnold does to her physically.
Arnold, you make my girlhood tremble.
Is this show still for kids?
Not anymore.
SpongeBob SquarePants' biggest realization.
Yep, and we just subscribed.
There's a reason why 20-something-year-olds still find this show pretty enjoyable. Everything from Gary catching SpongeBob watching sea urchin porn, to jokes about dropping the soap, and even animating Squidward getting experimental with one of his tentacles. There are adult jokes planted everywhere. But can we talk about how the Krusty Krab is in Bikini Bottom?
Oh, that makes a lot
Electric
of
Soldier
sense
Porygon.
now.
Pokemon. When Pikachu blows up some missiles in cyberspace, The animated explosion resulted in strobing red and blue lights. Each Pokemon episode is 30 minutes long, which means that this episode managed to hospitalize a child every 2.5 seconds due to seizures, nausea, dizziness, and blurred vision. This symptom has now been named Pokemon Shock.
Damn!
Hooker in Toy Story. We're adding this moment in as a very honorable mention because yes, there was in fact a hooker in Toy Story. Can you see it in this screenshot of the Abomination toys?
Yep.
Yes, this is in fact a hooker.
I haven't thought of that, but now I do. Well, now we know. Man, after going back and seeing all those old cartoons, brings a lot of memories. This channel might have ruined it after mentioning some of these lost episodes. Well, I wouldn't say lost. But yeah, after hearing about that part about kids in having epilepsy after watching Pokemon, I bet they're not going to watch that anymore. And not just once that Pokemon pops in there, it's twice. Twice Pokemon has popped up on the list about James being a transvestite. Oh my God. I am so glad I didn't see that episode. Never thought James would pull that type of shit. That's just disgusting. But yeah, that one cartoon I just said, I think it was Baby Tunes, Looney Tunes. I don't know. But like I said, I have seen that episode before when I was a kid. And it did say that one of those cartoon characters grabbed a beer and they got hammered and they get all messed up, hitting on the girls. And they didn't just do that. They grabbed a car and then they were starting swerving off the road and they hit the cliff and all of them died. And that's why they're trying to show us not to drink and drive. Yeah, I'd say my childhood's pretty fucked. But yeah, lots of those cartoons, it really amazed me about, I mean, some of them I really didn't know. Ren and Stimpy is the most disgusting TV show ever. I mean, talking about a lot of messed up things on there. But that part about tearing arms and ripping lips off, I never knew anything about that. But I used to like Ren and Stimpy until I found out that they have an adult version of the cartoons. And I'm not going to go far with that one because that's just messed up. All I can say is some parts about like Stimpy was constipated and gave birth to a shit, thinking that it's a baby. Ren is just a complete psychopath that killed a horse. Literally. Which they throw a phrase, beating a dead horse or some sort. I don't know. And not just that, Ren and Stimpy was homeless. And Ren ended up moving to a different place and ended up kicking some homeless guy on the balls. But that's how far I can say about Ren and Stimpy. I mean, they used to be my favorite, then it was different. Now I'm moving on to Beavis and Butthead, which I haven't seen that TV show for a long time. I need to watch it again. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, comment below, subscribe, share, like, do whatever. So, thanks for watching.